Hey everyone, this is Dan Annis. Project 4, Week 2. Wow, Week 4, Project 4, Java 2. Anyway, so just going to quickly show my app, how it works real quick, and then I will go through some of the questions and talk about any pain points and that kind of stuff. So, um, basically, my app here is a weather app. Um, and all we're doing is we're searching data, grabbing data, expanding the list view to show the data. We can see 5 days and 10 days with the content provider doing the queries. And then if we hit next, we can see individual data. And if we hit back, we pass the data forward. So what does the fragments do? If we rotate the screen, we now see that the data is separated. I could probably rotate this, but I'm not going to because last time I did it messed up. So again, we can do a quick search, and we only see 1 day. If I do 10 days, we get the same data, but it's actually flipped to the right side. So pretty cool stuff. I was pretty happy with it, that I got it working. So what are my thoughts about fragments? I think fragments are cool. I see the I know you can accomplish the same thing just by doing a landscape, a layout land, and telling it to, if you're on landscape, to make it do landscape type things. But fragments actually let you put data into certain spots and different data into certain spots as well. So not just the ones that, just the two that we have, but you can use that for multiple screens, multiple activities, XML files to load into the same fragment, which is kind of cool. But it's good for when you're developing for larger devices and people rotate screens like mail apps and stuff like that. So pretty cool. How do you feel? Fragments enhance app capabilities. Definitely makes it more user friendly. It definitely makes it just easier to display data, which is probably the whole reason for fragments, is to make it better for the user. What would you have done differently if you could? I don't know. Maybe I would have, instead of putting the list on the right side, maybe I would have displayed the data, put the list on the left and put the data on the right, keep the search. I don't know. I'm okay with the way it is. It's just a basic app, so it is what it is. I don't think I'd do too much different. List a few things that could use a little more clarification. I went through the videos, and as always, the videos work for your app as long as your app's the same way. You can kind of get bits and pieces together out of it, but for the most part, I think this week was pretty self-explanatory. I did read a couple other documents up on the web and on Google and stuff like that, and assuming I did everything right, it went pretty smooth actually. So going through my code quickly, I did it a little different. I know in the videos they do 2 XMLs. I actually did a couple, and I'll show you. So I've got this fragment here, and this fragment is the list, and then I've got the main layout, which is the search. Oh, sorry, this not the main layout. The PM fragment is the actual information on the left, which is like the edit text and the buttons and stuff like that. And then this main layout, what this is it's actually the fragments. So I've got an additional layout where the fragments are, and here's where it's referencing the LM fragment and PM fragment. This just allows me to reference this main layout, XML, and then utilize the fragments within it. The Java classes, again, pretty much everything is the UI portion of it. This one's a bit lengthy because it does have all of the list view code. And then on the other, this one is a little bit similar. It's got the buttons and the results and stuff like that. This is for the data passing back to the second screen. Other than that, main activity is significantly smaller. Before the implementation of the fragments, this was probably like almost 400 lines of code, and now it's only 92. If you take out the spaces, it's less. So in here, on create, this is where I'm calling the fragment. I'm calling the actual uh, utilizing the fragment manager, which allows me to call the specific fragments. So here I'm referencing the LM fragment, the list fragment. This is actually the Java class, and this is actually the XML. And then if the portrait mode on the device, it says to load this fragment and this Java class to reference those. I probably said that terrible, but I'm a little under the weather. Went to the doctor again. But anyway, so that's my app. It's working pretty good. I'm pretty excited about it. No complaints. Again, it went pretty smooth. Probably could have done a couple different things to make this a wonderful app, but there it is. You guys have a good week. Looking forward to seeing you guys in the next class, and talk to you guys later.